Alzheimer's disease is a brain disease. When someone has Alzheimer's, their brain shrinks, so they forget about a lot of things and can't remember new things. For example, someone with Alzheimer's can't remember what she or he ate for breakfast or who their friends are. People with Alzheimer's have a hard time finding places, and they feel sad and scared often. It happens because a lot of bad stuff build up in the brain.
Alzheimer's disease is a disease where the brain degenerates over time. It causes memory loss, navigation difficulties, reasoning impairment, and in severe cases, personality changes. The brain shrinks over time. The exact cause of Alzheimer's disease is unknown, but two types of protein accumulations in the brain are associated with Alzheimer's disease. There are amyloid plaques and neurofibrillary tangles. Amyloid plaques accumulate outside the neurons, while neurofibrillary tangles accumulate inside the neurons. Scientists are still trying to figure out why would these proteins accumulate. Some believe it's because when a virus or bacteria gets into the brain will make amyloid plaque as an immune response. And amyloid plaques can be toxic to the brain and cause Alzheimer's disease. As of right now, there are no treatments available for Alzheimer's disease. The only way to avoid Alzheimer's disease is to live a healthy life.
Alzheimer's disease is a neurodegenerative disease that starts from the hippocampus of the brain. It's the most prevalent cause of dementia. There are about 24 million people worldwide affected by Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's disease usually leads to a shrunken cortex and enlarged ventricles. It first affects the synapses in the brain and eventually leads to neuron death. Symptoms include memory loss, personality changes, impaired reasoning, and difficulty with navigation. The cause of Alzheimer's disease is still unknown, but there are three main hypotheses. Hypothesis 1 claims that the overproduction of a protein named A-beta, which forms amyloid plaques outside neurons, is responsible for Alzheimer's. Hypothesis 2 claims that when a protein named tau has too many phosphate groups on it, it forms neurofibrillary tangles that accumulate intracellularly, which eventually kills neurons. Hypothesis 3 claims that Alzheimer's disease is caused by microbial pathogens in the brain, which trigger the production of a large amount of A-beta 42, which is an antimicrobial peptide that aids immunity in the brain. But the excess of A-beta 42 is associated with Alzheimer's disease. Currently, there are no effective treatments available for Alzheimer's disease. A few drugs have been developed to either remove A-beta or tau, but none of these drugs have been effective. As of now, the only effective prevention for Alzheimer's is a healthy lifestyle.